They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Intercepted. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Now Leonard Fournette working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Fournette, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Marcus May.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Tackle made.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 1st down, Brady. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this 1st drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Brashad Perriman.
As they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
3-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And a Buccaneer first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain,
and that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mullins pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Take it in at the 22. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Take over
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second and 4. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On the screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 46. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, Totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now this time, Brady will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
15 of 18 on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best moment.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Buccaneers 13, Jets nothing. Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. That good for 22 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Complete to Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
1-yard gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 11 at the 41. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now the toss to Jones, running right. He'll have a first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Buccaneers 27, Jets nothing. Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
At the 29-yard
3rd down now. And those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that is incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in on my young broadcast. You know, I've been out here giving niggas face all day today.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Oh, you fucked up. Touchdown. My boy Scotty, remember? I scored with him earlier. I got him on this thing too. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down movement. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Nigga! That nigga Brady, nigga!
Get this well past midfield before
nigga, right over that nigga shit, nigga. That nigga Brady,
convert on third down there.
Nigga,
21 yards the play.
He couldn't even do nothing but turn around and tackle, nigga. That's all you could do, nigga, at that moment, nigga. Just turn around and tackle. Alright, John.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with 4 down. They'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Leonard Floyd brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now second.
They'll run it again with 4 down.
We're going to go where the receivers are going, nigga. Oh!
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Dude, I got to run I know the trio. In the NFL, oh no, I know what they call it. The three-headed dragon.
Drake.
I got 3 running backs, nigga. That's
strong running at the 20. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside
like, you
the
see,
20.
that was number 4,
it's a
right?
9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
One that's been putting in work with numbers on the 7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jones.
See, that's how he did. He rolled.
5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
All right, nigga. And this is supposed to be the best one out of all of them.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Fast like that. He's just
gain on the play. And it's third down.
Again, it's Fournette.
Shoot, nigga. Shoot, nigga. Get the block, nigga.
He picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Finish it out. Let Jones finish it out,
And he's
nigga.
into the end zone. Touchdown,
I'll tell you that play, nigga. That's why dude said, he said, I ain't never seen nobody run Wildcat like that. Yeah, because you ain't never met a motherfucker like me, nigga.
And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown, he's Gay to kick it
on
away.
this fucking Madden mobile. Yeah. I'm like, nigga, hold on. I ain't starting listening to no Instagram.
At their own
I don't even know how to turn that shit off for audio. Turn that shit off. All that shit.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Don't tell me this.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Why does everybody?
That's going to send him back 5 yards.
Everybody fucking playing this goddamn game, and then Madden don't let you keep your fucking stats, nigga. No.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
I'm not playing nobody, but when I do it, niggas want to kick me out the league and shit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon,
I
and
don't
that's
know why
impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kenyon Drake. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
I would be in the NFL playing this shit right now. Niggas be on the game playing.
The try here for the extra point.
I mean, I guess
now this
it
one
just
was
makes it
over
easy
a while
because I play
ago as they just add on to their big lead.
And I play linebacker. I play running back.
Jets, nothing.
Receiver. I played center before. I don't play fullback.
Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
I play safety, corner.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Demetrius Harris, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind him.
Nigga, ain't nothing you can do, nigga. And now it ain't like that.
Fine Green. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
All use it, nigga.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
This nigga sat on the corner the whole game, nigga.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
The whole game, bro.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Corner all game like that, nigga.
That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Number 50,
and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The Jets on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Green with a catch left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back.
Got him. Oh, come on.
It's Green.
Come on that boy.
He has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Like that game that I was just playing, I told you, if that nigga would have had an extra time,
now handoff here was running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That nigga stopped me, nigga.
Now back to throw.
And then still had time. Oh, they called
Pete. But there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
He's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Nope, nigga. That nigga just did just one-handed. Oh, he's gone, and it's the fastest nigga on my team, nigga, on defense, nigga. You're not catching that nigga.
The 20, and he will
that
score.
Nigga,
Touchdown,
I
Tampa
never
Bay.
knew this nigga was like that. See, I'm glad
That's the
that I
story of the
just
game.
believe in my
They've been
nigga. Like,
suffocating all
because
game
I
long
took
on
it. I
defense.
took
They
the
were
starting
suffocating there again in a big way.
corner
And
out.
they've done it not just by out-athleting them,
Because
but
people
just
like
often
to,
the
they
case,
try to be
but by
slick.
being able to
Especially
adjust
like
to
the
anything they
Raiders,
tried to throw at them
Kansas
and beating them
City.
into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well
Who
prepared.
else got a fast receiver? Raiders,
So they throw the pick six. They'll
Eagles,
get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Bengals. Trying to think of
This will
niggas that
make
got
it into the
97
end zone.
speed and up. Like, yeah,
And he'll be stopped right
all the
around
niggas
where
that
he
I
would have
just
been
I don't
had
know
he
where
gone
it's
down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
This wide receiver named their said that nigga got like 97 speed. Whatever team that nigga's on, niggas like that, you gotta have pass corners on the outside. You have a nigga in the 80s, bro.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Oh my God,
On the stop. A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now.
Yeah.
At the 25-yard line.
Oh
My
my
goodness,
God.
another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for.